Hi guys, so just a little progress update today, and then we're going to get into a little 5-minute game. So I'm currently sat at triple all-time highs for my Blitz chess here, highest rating 1564, rapid as well, and bullet. So we're going to get into a 5-minute game and hopefully push new highs today. So let's just change this over. I hope you're all having a lovely day, guys, and thank you for all voting in the poll. The consensus was that everyone thought I was going to hit 2,000 in 2022, so next year. I personally think maybe like late next year, if I'm being ambitious, but that's where my vote would go. So I'm going to get this and just develop the bishop. I love this damage into my structure, and I love taking their structure's much worse now. Doubled their pawns, so we just get castle. That was one of the things, if you saw my lesson, guys, that was one of the things I've really I've been losing a lot of games just because I've not castled, and it's something that I've learned over and over again to castle, and even now I'm still having to tell myself, because it's often fun to go for the counterplay and, you know, forget about your king. So castle same side, so let's just maybe take some space. I'm not really too sure what to do. I'm a bit worried about this pawn push. Maybe let's just bring a rook as well. Defend the center a little bit. So they're going to double up on this e-file. This, I don't know, we can do sort of similar thing. I'd love to lift my queen. I'm a bit cramped for space. Let's take some space here. Maybe I can get this and this. Get the bishop out, lift the queen, lift the rook over. But we're just trying to play for time here, really. We're against a stronger rated opponent. Rushy chess. We're just about keeping up with Rushy chess. So they're going for this pawn break here, maybe. So if this, the knight's on the board forever, on the edge of the board forever. Here, just to protect this pawn. Take towards the center, can't be too bad. But now they've got this pressure, so we're just going to push, reinforce the center. Let's just move this light. It's a bit of a shadow on my face. That's better. Right. You can see me in all my glory, guys. I'm a bit scruffy. I've just been working on the van still every day, just ploughing away. So here they're trying to target my bishop. I'll trade bishop for bishop happily. I can start to like centralize my knight as well if they capture. Also, knight here would be threatening a fork, I'm just noticing. So let's pre-move that. We're a little bit behind on time, but not too bad. We've got this coming. Let's see if he sees it. First opportunity here to just win. Threatening a fork. This, if they take, wrecks my structure, we lose a pawn. So if I take, queen takes. Oh, but there's this fork. Bang. Have they got anything in between though? Because they've got this. If I go here, they go here. If I take, they take. I get the knight at the end. So bang. I'm just saying, have they like got a check? They haven't got a check, right? So just go for this fork. They go for it, but it's not good. Let's take the queen. And thank you for the knight at the end of that sequence. Their knight's got no activity, so first of, like, you know, at the end of the sequence, my mind is jumping to, right, let's stabilize. We're up material. Let's make sure their knight can't get in. So they're trying to push here. So this just to solidify. Line up against their rooks. And I mean, if they take... All right, come on then, Rushy. Oh. And this is extremely... Just going along with exactly what I want. Trading off all the material. Thank you very much, Rushy. So I've got 2 minutes left to finish this off. We're just up a knight. So they've got this jump here, but actually my knight on the edge of the board does stop that. This knight would also stop it. So just doubly covering this square. Maybe they push me. That doesn't work. They just take. It's not a fork. So... What do I do? Bring the king? If in doubt, bring the king. It's an endgame. I'm doing as my opponent is doing. This looks nice. That's an outpost square for one knight. We don't have to worry about him for the rest of the game. Now we're just thinking pure time, guys. Pure time. That's all that matters right now. So now this is locked. And if we leave this knight there, their knight can never move forward. It can go to the edge of the board, I guess. But maybe there's this check to win a pawn as well. Oh, we take that. Because then there's no way they can hold on to this pawn. We bring the king. We just... Surely we can just come and win this pawn. Somehow. They can't go here, crucially. They can't infiltrate because the knight covers, pawn covers this square. So can we start like giving some checks or something? If this, it locks it in. This check though, boom, there we go. Yeah, knight covers the pawn. They have to step back, and then we take the pawn. And that was their only asset in the position, was this sort of passed pawn here. So now we should be home and dry almost. We're just gonna play this slow move. A flat pawn structure in an endgame is a flexible pawn structure. We can do what we want. In the middle game, they can often be targets, but in the endgame, they're pretty strong like this. So maybe like centralize the knight. I'm really not worried. If they want to try go for this, I mean, that's just looks very slow. Here, going for this pawn. If this is a check, so I can take and then fork at the end, win that pawn. We got 1 minute to close this out. I'm just loving this flat pawn structure in the center, guys, and they resign. We've hit a new all-time high. Let's just quickly, not gloat, but just enjoy the moment. But also, I know in a few weeks' time I'm at a peak right now, triple all-time highs, but in a few weeks I'm going to be at a trough. So I don't want to let the ego take hold. I want to just remain stoic in the face of this wild ride that is chess. So that's it. Highest rating ever, 1572 in my Blitz. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Sorry I'm not producing quite as much content as I used to a couple of months back, but I'm going to be ramping it up once I get my camp van sorted and my new living situation. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want to join me for the ride. See you next time. Cheers.